Warning, take two. Some of you will know what that means. So today, I've already done this once. This is actually take two. I guess I didn't need to share that with you, but I felt it necessary for me and for the 5 people that have already been on here once and saw it. So today we want to talk about perception versus intuition or instinct. And we're still going to go along the lines of the law of attraction and living with purpose. That's kind of what we want to do right now. And I'm very interested in what your dreams were. Are you writing them down? Are you using that exercise? Is it working? Let me know. And I'm also very interested in, did you do your gratitude statement? And I'll share with you again, this is new for some people. So I'm just going to pretend that this is the first one, right? I'll share with you my gratitude experience this morning. Last night, I had unsettling dreams, which are also good because you learn. And I know that they stemmed from the events of the evening before and the fact that I didn't take my own advice. And when I went to bed in a hurry and had these feelings that perpetuated the dreams. So when I woke up, I was still kind of feeling those effects and I'm remembering the dream. So I got up and without even thinking and kind of moved forward in protective mode. Stopped myself, reminded myself that, to be grateful and to empower yourself with those positive feelings. So I climbed back in bed with my beautiful wife and laid there and calmed my soul next to her. But still, the lingering thought of yesterday's activities was there. And it made me think, about intuition. And as we get older, our intuition is stronger, I think, for me it is. I hope it is for you. As you grow older, you learn to trust yourself. I wish for everybody that you learn to trust yourself at an early age. I really do. Granted, you probably don't know everything. You might think you do, but you don't. And as you learn and you pay attention and you allow yourself to grow, your intuition becomes stronger and you learn to trust yourself more. And I know that there are certain people that want to beat you down as you grow, telling you don't know. And I hope that you grow past that. So as your intuition grows, does that make you, when you use your intuition to judge other people, either by action, attitude, location, I hate to say color because people do that, but color, religion. If you've had experiences with a certain group or type of person, or you know what I mean, a social, if you've had experience there, do you judge everybody by that experience? I'd be willing to say you do to an extent. And the more times that you have that experience, the stronger your judgment becomes, I believe. So, and I'm not excusing prejudice at all. Trust me, especially when you just judge people by their color, their creed, or their religion. I can't. Well, creed. I might have an issue with creed, but color for sure. You don't judge people by their color. I don't. So, but I do have judgments against or about certain group of people who participate in a certain type of activity. This is my weakness, my hang up. But that's not a weakness. It's actually something that I've learned to trust, and I do trust it, and that was yesterday's activities. So that put me in a state of protectiveness and adamancy and reminded me of a few lessons, and a couple of them I'll share with you, okay? So as we go forward, my gratitude statement was, I am grateful today for you and for the ability to experience this interaction and grow from it. I'm also very grateful for the ability to learn and recognize the lessons that I've learned in the past, again, as I learn them the second or third or 15th or 20th time, right? One of those lessons is you become who you spend the most time with. And it's okay not to let people in to your circle of trust, your family, what you consider to be your life. It's okay not to let them in. As a business owner and somebody who relies on an income for allowing people to come in and helping people, for 40 some odd years, it's hard to draw that line. And I've learned that it's necessary to draw that line. As a martial arts instructor, I would rather have, 80 really, really good quality people on the floor than 200 people who are jerks, bullies, egotists. And those are harsh names that I'm using for people, but I don't want those type of people, and they exist. I don't want them in my family's life. So that was a harsh lesson that I learned yesterday at the end of a very interesting lesson on perception. So yesterday was a perceptive day for me, and I pay attention. So as the day unfolded yesterday, I was what's the word I'm looking for? Reminded that people see you for who they think you are. Okay. Let's rewind a little bit. I fully believe that the law of attraction exists. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the law of attraction, it's not the end all be all everything, but it does exist. And the law of attraction states this, that he who was the most attractive wins. I'm kidding. That's one of my favorite jokes about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is that you draw to you in your life everything that you have in your life now, the good, the bad, the indifferent. You draw it to you by your thoughts and your actions and your decisions. So yes, all the bad stuff that's in your life, you brought to you. All the great stuff in your life, you brought to you. All the incidental stuff, they're there because of you. Your decisions, your choices, your thoughts brought that to you. Okay. And whether God or whatever you want, the law of that's how it works. Okay. Some people might even call it karma. Karma exists within the law, if you think about it. We'll go to that later. But so in the law of attraction, I bring to me those things that I think about. As a martial artist, sometimes we think about bad people because we prepare for bad people, and those people sometimes show up. So there's a catch-22 and a really slippery slope when teaching martial arts to avoid the anxiety and the angst or the anticipation of those bad people, but prepare for the worst, right? I can't remember the statement, but plan and prepare for the worst and treat yourself the best. I can't remember what it is, but just be that guy or girl. So we draw everything to us, and people will put you in a category based on your actions, not your words. Sometimes some people use their words to buy their way in to other people's lives, and they're full of it. And it happens. You have to watch it. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. If you surround yourself with 9 jerks, guess who you're going to become? You'll be number 10 pretty soon. So be careful. On those notes, the first part of the day, certain things took place with a person who was very close to me during the early part of our lives together. Very close. So close, you might even say they were like a child to me. I was like a father to them. And this person who has grown and been, distant for 15 years, 12, 15 years, and on their own and thriving and doing well, doesn't know who I am anymore. Truly. One of two reasons, right? Well, one of several reasons. And I think this is true for everybody. So pay attention to the law of attraction here and perception. Do we need everybody to understand us? Do we need everybody to know who we are at a deeper level? Do we need everybody to understand us? Is that part of our paradigm? Is that part of our life conditions and our blueprint that we need that understanding? Well, I can share with you this. It bothered me just a little that this person who I love dearly truly doesn't know who I am or what I stand for 100%. I'm sure there's parts of the memory of who we were together that dictate in their mind what I might be like And there are memories of who I am or who I was that still exist. The loving, the caring, the strong, the protective, the hardworking, the sacrifices, the playfulness, the water fights. All of that still exists in me. But the conversation I had with this individual the other day, they really had no clue what I was saying. And it's unfortunate because the conversation were text messages, right? Facebook messages. It's never really on the phone. This person is very busy, and rarely do we get to speak like this. So I was taken aback at the end of the conversation by how easy it was for that person to misunderstand what was being said and done in my life by me, by my decisions, by my choice that pertained to their life. There's a disconnect. And it's important to me that this person knows who I am. So my perception of the situation was from my point of view. If I turn it around, do I fully understand what this person thought? And it started me thinking about our perception, our judgment, and our intuition. As we get older, our intuition is stronger and we're smarter people. And I pay attention. This is what I do. I pay attention and I read people. I read people and I'm good at it. And I help people because I can read and I'm empathetic about their feelings. And 9 times out of 10, I can tell you, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and how things are moving forward. Not because, but because I pay attention if we get in front of each other. So I know that this person really doesn't know who I am. And I would like for them to re-engage to find out. I really would, because it's important to me. But do I do that with everybody? Because I've been known to say, this is one of my quotes, that I am many people to many people. I'm a man of many hats, a Renaissance man, so to speak. I've done a lot of different things through my life. My friendships with multiple people know me not only as different names, but different avocations and different hobbies and different activities and different situations. And each one of those situations, activities, jobs, and were me. Definitely were me. And I've grown, changed, and adapted and reinvented myself so many times that I can tell you, as a Renaissance individual, there are many perceptions of me in the world. And I'm okay with it. I really am. It's just when this one person had this one perception, I wanted to fix it. How do you feel about that? Do you feel it's necessary for everybody to understand you at a deeper level? Do you feel it's necessary for everybody to know who you truly are? Or are you okay letting them categorize you based on what they need you to be in their life? Good question, right? Good. That's where I'll leave that. I know Motley. Yeah, twice. Mr. Motley, if you missed the first part of this, what I said was I needed to get rid of it because it was not such an empowering rant. Okay. And with the law of attraction, I felt it necessary after I was on the floor teaching for an hour and a half. It ate at me. And so I wanted to restart. And here we are. So, but you understand what was going on last time. So right now we're talking about perception, judgment, intuition again. And you go back and listen to what I said. And some of the things I said earlier are still holding true. So we're talking about living with purpose. And one of the things that I mentioned to you, one of the tools in order to make sure you live with purpose is to slow yourself down in the morning. When you get up, put it in your mind why you're moving forward toward the direction you're moving and the goal that you want, and move with purpose, live with purpose, be conscious in the moment, and enjoy what's happening. Enjoy it. And as I do more research on living with purpose, one of the questions that came up was, do you really know what your purpose is? And that's a deep question because I try to answer it. And I know my purpose is in life. I'm a teacher and I help people. And that has been my purpose. And I've tried to step away from it many times. Trust me, I've tried to, go the whole financial investment route and be the investment and the actor and the musician. And while those things are important to me and I'm good at it, teaching has always drawn me back. Always. I think I've been a teacher in every life that I've ever lived. And here I am again. And I love it. But there's a deeper purpose underneath it. And I'm going to search for that. I want you to search for your purpose too and tell me about your journey, and I'll find out from what I call the experts, the big successful people that I love to model my life after, or my learnings after. I'll see what they say about finding their purpose, and I'll share those with you. But one of the tools was to slow yourself down in the morning. Being misunderstood based on who they think you are is not a bad thing for me, but I want to know how you feel about that. As a ninja, it's a pretty good thing to be able to slip in and out of characteristics, right? Ninja. Okay. I think that's pretty good for now, and we'll leave it at that. I do want to go forward with the law of attraction and living with purpose, and we'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. Let me know what you think your thoughts are on perception, because perception is a big deal. The meaning we give to what takes place in our lives dictates the states that we're in, and the states of being that we're in affect the decisions that we make, and the decisions shape our destiny. And that's a truth. And, weeds grow automatically. We need to be conscious of the effort that we're putting forth and the reason we're putting that forward. I think when we talk about judgment, some people might take it too far. And let's touch on this real quick with the word judgment. If you're judging other people and the way they live their life, what they choose to do with their life, I think that's none of your business, or none of my business. Let's do that. I won't point my finger at you. It's none of my business. Unless they start to touch the circle and affect what I'm doing, and then it needs to be noticed and dealt with, right? So I don't judge others. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but I will not judge others by the choices they make unless it affects the people I love. Does that make sense? And I love you. That's a tough one, huh? But try not to judge other people, and definitely don't judge yourself based on other people, right? But can you judge the situation based on instinct and experience? Yeah. And it put me in protective mode, and it was an uncomfortable place to be. I don't want to hurt people, and I can, but I don't want to. And when that comes out in me, I get this feeling I had. I'm trying to get rid of it right now. It's uncomfortable. It's uneasy. I'm not happy-go-lucky. I'm not fully empowered. It's that sheepdog position. And even though it's necessary at times, it's not where I choose to live. Does that make sense? All right. I don't know if this was any better or not. I love you guys. Let's review some of the positive empowerment, and I'll get out of here. One, learn to sharpen your perception based on your instinct and your experience. Try to judge the events with intelligence, not emotion. Emotions can serve a purpose, but judge them with intelligence. Try not to judge others, and try to tell them what to do. That's the way I think judgment isn't, or shouldn't be. You can definitely judge them based on the life that they choose and put them in a category that you can understand. I think that's okay. For other people to do that to you, you got to be okay with it if you do it to them, right? Misunderstanding of people to you when they misunderstand who you truly are. Is it necessary to get everybody to understand who you are? My opinion, I don't think so, but there are certain people in my life, my children, my family, some of my family members, that I would really like them to get to know me better now and understand what's happening now, as opposed to where they think I fit in their lives. That's okay too. But really, I want the people I touch and love greatly to experience good things and understand what it is we're doing. So I hope for that. Okay. Live with purpose. Love each other. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I get to sing tonight, so I will see what time we wake up, right? Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. That end it?